entertainment capital of the world, it's the Joe Cortez Show.
Well, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world, and of course the entertainment capital of the world. Here with my co-host, Delynn May, who's been very helpful in making the last couple of weeks successful in what we've been doing with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Again, I'm just a supporter of the Nevada Hall of Fame. I've been inducted to class 2013, and we're helping President Michelle Corrales Lewis, and of course the founder, Rich Murata. Well, thank them for leading the Nevada into where it's at today with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Delynn, you know, it's been such an honor working with them and helping them out to get them on the right track. My thing is about helping people, always helping people, get them on the right track, push them. Everybody, my staff, including yourself, John Zimmel, Jackie Nunez, and our producer, director, Charlie Carrillo, and of course we have here at the studio, we have Nick and Rick and Jeannie, who's been so helpful in getting us through all these programs. But the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, the ribbon cutting last week was an amazing week, and it took place June 22nd, last Saturday. This is the second segment of the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Right.
And I'm so honored to show a couple of the clips that we have going on today. What do you have to say?
Well, I think it's only fitting that we start out with the ribbon cutting. I think we should start right there.
Okay, well, roll the tape.
We're able to accomplish in less than 3 weeks. 4 weeks ago, I came in here. Here we are tonight. We're going to do the ribbon cutting. But we say one, Rich, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go.
That was so exciting.
It was exciting. You know, the ribbon cutting was amazing. And we had so many champions there and ring officials. And talking about ring officials, we have some of the best ring officials in the world. There's many great ring officials around the world, but we have some here in Las Vegas who are doing the profile fights. And we have Kenny Bayless, Rosa Mora, and Robert Hoyle, and Kenny Adams, who was a coach on the Olympic teams. So let's look and see what they had to say Saturday night. Here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world. And of course, tonight I have some of the greatest in boxing, talking about officials, Kenny Bayless, Robert Hoyle, Russell Mora, my man, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Kenny, I tell you, Kenny, I want to go back to you. You're one of the veterans and one of the leaders in boxing. I mean, you go back to the days when you were the coach on the Olympic team.
Yes, sir.
And tell me a little bit about the Olympics when you were involved.
When I was involved, I was assistant coach in '84, which was, I thought, one of the greatest times of my life. And those were some of the best fighters that you can find. You go down the list from Gonzalez all the way to Biggs, to Breland, to Whittaker, to Melzick Taylor, that group, Holyfield, Biggs, that was some of the great fighters. Then my '88 team, which consisted of a young man that was here earlier, Carver Hall, Kennedy McKinney, all of those guys, Riddick Bowe, Roy Jones, all of those guys were great fighters. So it was just a joyous thing to train great fighters like that, you know?
I mean, there's not too many trainers around like Kenny Adams. Kenny Adams, I mean, you're definitely a legend in boxing. You were inducted to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
And it's an honor to have you here with us because this place would not be fulfilled if it was you were not here present today, because you really are a special, a legend in boxing.
Well, thank you, Joe, for saying that, because you're a legend in boxing, too. As a referee, you're an outstanding referee, along with these two gentlemen that are beside us here. They were both legends in their own self, too. So legends stick together, we live together. Yeah, I mean, that is.
You got that right. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead to Russell Mora. Russell Mora, one of your most recent fights. You referee Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. It was a great experience. Definitely an honor to be in the ring with the caliber of champions.
Now, you've been a referee now. You came from New Mexico to Las Vegas about, what, 17, 18 years ago?
Correct. Actually, I'm embarking on completing 16 years here in Las Vegas. and it's been a great experience. I started refereeing in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1996, and in Albuquerque we didn't have many fights. We'd have maybe one every 3 or 4 months, but here it's been definitely the capital, and working with yourself, Joe Cortez, Kenny Bayless, Robert Hoyle, this has been a dream come true for a referee.
Well, it's a great honor to have you here amongst some of the elite groups of individuals, officials in Nevada. Well, we have Robert Hoyle, who's been known more as a boxing judge, but prior to that, Robert Hoyle was a ringside inspector. He was one of the inspectors, the guy with the burgundy jackets in the corners in the ring with Tommy Hearns, with Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, all the great, and then you kind of became a judge. Can you tell us a little bit, how did that become about?
Well, just being in the right place at the right time, and working with the commission, which was amazing to be so supportive and helping me achieve the dream of becoming a judge, and it's just blossomed from there, Joe.
Well, now we most recently you became a referee as well. You're the first official in Nevada to have a dual license to be referee and judge.
Well, Joe, I owe a lot of that to you and Robert Bird for helping me, and these two guys helping me at the gym and on phone calls and just being so supportive. It's an honor.
Well, it's an honor to have you part of the team of Nevada, and of course the boxing family around the world is honored to have you as one of the official world-renowned Robert Hoyle.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Joe.
And now we have, at the end here, we have none other than Kermit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Kermit is the twin brother. Every time I see Kermit, I say, hey, Kenny. Every time I see Kenny, I say, hey, Kermit. But, I mean, these guys are twins. Sometimes you don't know. Kermit happens to be one of the top judges in Nevada as well, as boxing judge. But we have Kenny Bayless. Kelly Benders is one of the renowned boxing referees in the world today. I've refereed some of the most outstanding fights in the last 2 decades. Kenny, welcome to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks. And this is a beautiful setting. Nevada's been looking for a Hall of Fame or a place to have a Hall of Fame, and here it is, and it's just wonderful. It's great.
You know, Kenny, now you've been refereeing some of the fights and many of the big fights, and you I mean, everybody looks at you, and I was talking to your brother the last week at the fights. I said, Kermit, when you walk down the streets, and how many people come up to you and say, hey, Kenny, can I have your autograph? Can I have a picture with you? He said, Joe, it happens all the time. You know? Yeah. Do they confuse you for him?
No, not as much. But years ago, Joe, when he used to tell me that, and he used to say to people, no, I'm his brother. You got the wrong one. And people didn't believe him. So I said to him, then just take the picture with him. Sign my name, but don't bust their bubble. They won't know anyway. So that's what he's been doing, and it hasn't come back to haunt him yet. But
he's become more famous now.
Exactly.
At least in the photos he does.
Exactly.
Okay, now tell me a little bit about some of the great fights that you refereed, and the most recently, which was the biggest fight you refereed in the last year or so?
Well, you know, Joe, I've been blessed. I've had a very wonderful career as an official. Just last week, I did Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. And I kind of had a little slowdown period there last year, but you know, I've done Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather and the great Puerto Rican fighter Miguel Cotto. I've done several of his fights, and I guess in the most recent years, I've done Triple G and Canelo. I did the first fight, and I've done Canelo with Amir Khan and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So I've just been blessed. The sport has truly blessed me, and you know, I just ride the wave now, watching these guys come up and watching the great job that they're doing.
Well, I can tell you, fans out there watching and listening to these great officials, that it's an honor to be with, and with Kenny Adams, one of the legends, trainers in boxing. I want to tell you that it's not every day we get the honor and the pleasure of interviewing some of the great ones in boxing. For me, it's a great honor. And what we tell our fans out there, keep your guards up at all time and protect yourself at all time. Give me a fist. Tell them, we're fair but we're firm. Touch them up, guys.
Bam! Right his hand.
Bam.
Wow, that was so nice to have these great officials on the show there from the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And it's such a, it's such a, I mean, I look at my colleagues and I said to myself, when I was ready to step down from boxing as a referee, I would have made sure that boxing was in good hands. And of course, I saw Kenny Bayless, Russell Mora, Tony Weeks, Benji Estevez, Mark Nelson, Mike Ortega, just to name a few of the top and up-and-coming referees. When I saw boxing was going to leave boxing in good hands, I said, now it's time to step down. It was like a cushion. It was like a cushion. It didn't hurt so much to step down. And then still people say, Joe, you missed it. No, I love watching my colleagues work. They picked up where I left off, and that's what I wanted to see.
Well, and they're like brothers.
Of course.
From what I understand.
No, it's a very close-knit family.
Right.
And here in Las Vegas, we all try to stay together. We help one another. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes here and there, so we talk to each other to correct it. We critique one another to make sure, we come back a little bit better next time around.
Just like a family.
Exactly. And that's what we're supposed to be in all walks of life. Talk things out and work it out. We don't want to be in no fights. We're in the hurt business, but not when it comes to this. We're like family. We love each other.
Go.
Yeah. Now, we also had Showtime Porter at the event the other night. Sean is fighting, like he said, Joe, I got a big surprise. I said, what's that? I said, I'm fighting Earl Spence Jr.
Right.
I said, when? Everybody said, when? It's not happening yet. It'll be this year. No date has been set yet. But it's going to be amazing to see that fight. That's two of the best. One thing I like about Sean Porter is that he's not afraid to fight anybody. He said, put him up. I don't care who it is. I'll fight him. And that's what makes a real, true champion. Yeah, it makes a great champion, a great fighter. You're only great with who you need a dance partner. Somebody, you're not great by yourself. You need somebody. So if he fought Keith Urban already. He's fought so many other top fighters. Earl, Kell Brooks from where he lost his title, the IBF title. He regained the title. Again when he fought Danny Garcia, and now here we are fighting again fighting another tough fighter. He's not fighting no B-class fighter. He's going for the best, and that's how you become a great fighter, when you beat the best that's out there.
That's right. And he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
But he's really, really kind when he's out of the ring.
Okay.
So just like we like those old time ways, so we're going to ask you to roll that tape.
Roll the tape like the good old days. Go ahead. Joe Cortez here, Fairport Firm here with welterweight champion of the world, one of my favorite champions, Sean Porter, WBC 147-pound champion. Sean, we have a fight coming up. Any dates yet? Any opponent?
Definitely got the opponent. It's Errol Spence. I'm excited about that. I know not too many guys out there will really say that fighting Errol Spence, but I can't deny it, man. I'm hungry and ready for this fight.
Well, you are one of the top welterweights out there in the world. I mean, they talk about Errol Spence, they talk about Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. You three guys are about the three top in the welterweight division, but it's a hotbed of champions. You got Manny Pacquiao, you got Keith Thurman, you got Danny Garcia. You got so many in there.
And you know what? The best part about it is we're all fighting each other now. Outside of Terrence Crawford, the rest of us, we're about to start really mixing it up, and sooner or later you'll have a unified champion with probably three of the big belts out there.
That's going to be amazing to see.
I'm looking forward to being that guy.
I mean, of course, I think you can do it. I mean,
yeah.
you got what it takes.
Yeah.
You're young.
Yeah.
You got the heart. You're determined.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You got all what it takes to be a good champion.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And I just keep pressing forward and keep working.
Okay.
It's like I tell kids all the time when I see them, it's not over until it's done,
right.
Until you graduate high school, you still got to learn every day and improve every day. And until I'm done with boxing, until I retire, I still got to learn and improve every day.
Exactly. Now, if you're talking about high school, now you're in college.
Yeah.
Now you're out of college.
Yeah.
Now you're a professor.
Yeah. I would say right now I'm finishing up my doctorate.
That's what I like to hear. You see,
yeah.
Sean Porter, one of the great welterweights out there. Now, Sean, we're here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. This is the first time that Nevada has that, or any state in boxing, any Hall of Fame. They have virtual location, but not a real physical location.
Yeah.
Here we have it in Las Vegas.
You know what? The best part about it is I think they're going into their 7th year now, having the Hall of Fame here in Nevada. and in our 7th year, finally now, I keep saying we because I feel like I'm a part of it. We finally have a Hall of Fame. We finally have a place to call home where people can go see Las Vegas and Nevada's history of boxing. And I'm really, really excited to be here today. The turnout seems to be great, too.
Yeah, it's going to be a great turnout. We're so glad you came up here to give us the blessings with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Joe Cortez, Sean Porter, here with Fair but Firm. Well, that was Sean Porter, one of the best. He's the current WBC welterweight champion of the world, and him fighting Earl Spence Jr. sometime later this year going to be an exciting fight.
Oh, that's going to be a great fight. What I really liked that he mentioned in there is the learning and challenging yourself every day. It doesn't matter what we do in life.
Right.
We want to be challenging ourselves every day.
Of course, that's what makes you a champion. I think anybody out there, and sometimes we challenge ourselves, and sometimes we lose, but we learn from our mistakes, and we come back a little stronger next time around. And that's what happened with Sean Porter when he lost his IBF title to Kell Brooks in the United Kingdom. He went back to the drawing board, and you know what? And learned with his mistakes, and came back and won the title for the second time.
That's right.
So now, that's what makes him a great fighter. He's fighting the best and coming out there and saying, I want to prove to the world that I'm the best 147 pound. But that 147 pound division, there's so many top-notch fighters. You got Keith Thurman, you got Danny Garcia, you got Earl Spence, and you got Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. There's so many. They're going to be fighting each other. It'll be great. But anyway, that's going to be a great
great fight.
Yeah, great fight. It's a great division. One of the hotbeds in boxing, 147 pounds. Now, we also had one of the board members for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, John Hyatt, who was very impressed and very pleased. And I know he put a lot of time and effort into the show, into the program, to make sure that the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame reaches another level.
The next level, absolutely.
Yeah, let's roll that on. Joe Cortez here at the Fair but Firm Show with John Hyatt, one of the board members from the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world. John, it is an honor to have you here tonight. I mean, you're one of the board members, and you're responsible for a lot of the things that are going on with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I know you got Michelle Corrales-Lewis as the president, and of course, Rich Marotta, who's the founder of the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame in 2012. He came up with the idea, and we had the first inaugural class in 2013, of which I had the honor of being the first inductee in the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And here we are, 2019. We have finally got a physical facility, a building, a place you can actually walk to and be here, 7 days a week from 9 to 10 p.m. here at the Boulevard Mall in Las Vegas, Nevada, right on Maryland Parkway. And of course, the boxing capital of the world. So if you're visiting Las Vegas, you're coming for a fight, or you just got a vacation, one of the must-stop locations is the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame at the Heads Up Museum here at the Boulevard Mall. Now, John, can you tell us a little bit about what you think about the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame? Where is that today?
This is incredible, and Joe, you deserve all the credit in the world for making this happen. If it wasn't for Joe, this wouldn't have happened. All the hard work that Michelle and Rich have put in over the years, I'm just a small contributor to the work that's done here. But Joe, you deserve a lot of credit for putting this beautiful exhibit together. And look, any boxing fan that comes to Las Vegas, you have to come here. I mean, what incredible memorabilia you're going to see here. Of course, all of our inductees that we've had over the years, plus just such great stuff. To me personally, the Corrales-Castillo setup that we have, which was a fight that I was in attendance at and meant a lot to me, as I'm still friends with Michelle, obviously, and I was friends with Diego. But there's so much to see here, and any boxing fan would be crazy not to come here. You have to be here.
I believe that true boxing fans have to come to this location. It's a museum that should have been in place many years ago. And as a matter of fact, when Nevada became the boxing capital of the world, people would say, Joe, Nevada is the boxing capital of the world, but nobody's even come up with a Hall of Fame or nothing. Yep. And Rich Marotta was famous sports broadcaster, and he said, why not? I'm going to do it. And he came up with the concept. They had the first inaugural class, 2013, and here we are today. He said, Joe, he came here a couple of days ago. He said, Joe, my dream has come true. I can't believe he was here tonight, and we had him in the ring where we did the ribbon cutting. And he said, Joe, my dream has come true. I can't believe it. but this is something that we've been waiting for, and not only for the team, for your board members, John Hyatt, and Michelle Corrales, Lewis, and Rich Morata, and so many, Richard Steele, so many other board members that have been giving so much to the boxing here in Nevada and to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. But I must have a guardian angel watching over me. When I came here one day, they said, Joe, we want to do something with you here in the museum, with your boxing. We do a mural on the wall, a heavy bag, a speed bag. You can be here. I was going to be a small little corner in this place. And I said, I walked around, they showed me around this 50,000 square feet trick art museum, the only trick art museum in the country. And when I say trick art, it means that you get into the picture, the painting on the wall, and it makes you take somebody with a camera, take a picture of you. It looks like you're part of the.
You're immersed in the picture.
In the picture.
Yeah.
So when I walked around, I saw this big space here, like over 2,000 square feet. I told me, I know what you guys want to do with me. That's great. I appreciate that, But
let's take it to another level.
And go to another level. I think we could do something bigger. Nevada doesn't have a Hall of Fame. There hasn't been a Hall of Fame. I don't know of any Hall of Fame other than the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York, of which I was inducted in 2011.
I was there.
Yeah, and I was glad to be part of that beautiful class with Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Sylvester Stallone, Nacho Berenstein, Kasta Tszyu, and myself. Yeah. And I said it was an honor. And here and I had an opportunity to help our state with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I said, can you give us an opportunity? I said, Joe, tell us a little bit more about the Nevada Hall of Fame with Chad and Tim. And I said, they said, Joe, you know what? Tell us a little bit more about how we could do something here. I said, we could put up a boxing ring here, and we could put up heavy bags, the speed bags, and all the memorabilia. I said, you got the space, we could do it. He said, Joe, we're big fight fans. We believe in you. We trust you as an individual, and you bring a lot of credibility to boxing. And he said, and we think that you would be this would be a plus for us. So with that said, we shook hands, and next thing you know, that was 4 weeks ago. Here we are.
It's amazing.
He said, Joe, you're a credible individual. We're going to give you the opportunity, and here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, on Maryland Parkway, Boulevard Mall, from 9 to 10 p.m. Come in here. Every day of the week is open. And we're going to have events here once a month. And the memorabilia here is going to be changed like every 3 or 4 months. We're going to change stuff around. So you come here 3 or 4 times a year, you're not going to see, you'll see something new every time you come here. Yep. So please make sure, if you're a true fight fan, make sure you come into the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. John, a couple of words before we wrap it up.
Well, you were saying about Rich Morata. This is a dream come true for Rich. Again, like I'm not taking credit for anything that went on here because they all did it without me this time. Rich and Michelle have been working tirelessly for years to get this. The fact that, like you said, you had a guardian angel on your shoulder that gave us this space between you and Rich and Michelle, this is a dream come true for them and for all of us that work hard to preserve the history of boxing in Nevada, which is the mecca of boxing in the world. This is it. When you think of boxing, you think of Las Vegas, Nevada. And without our efforts and your efforts, this stuff wouldn't be able to be exposed to the boxing fans out there. And, this is just the beginning. Exactly. This is just the beginning, and it's a great start, and it's a beautiful space here. And we're going to have lots of things going on here, so definitely go to nvbhof.com, our website, and you'll be able to see all the things that we do here.
Well, you heard it there from John Hyatt and Joe Cortez here at the Fairfield Firm Show. See you next week.
What a great guy John is. He's a really great guy. This past weekend we had 2 little girls that were special that came in and saw you, and they got to hit the heavy bag, and I think they knocked you out a couple times.
They sure did.
They sure did. And so speaking of that, kids can come into this exhibit and learn and hit the bag and meet the champions. And we had a young champion yesterday right there
he's an amateur champion, yeah?
Yes, sir. And his name is Romeo Acosta. He's 18 years old, and he just fought this past Saturday.
Yes, he did. He fought Saturday night and had an impressive TKO win over a fighter by the name of Alfredo Pita, and that fight was held in Tijuana, Mexico. He has 6 pro fights under his belt. He's a rising star in boxing. He's a 135-pounder, so I think he's going places. He has a lot of talent. He had the good heart of Romeo, and his father came by. And,
he's so
and they
polite.
worked out in the gym,
So
in the
nice.
speed bag, the heavy bag, and doing the mitts with the father, jumping some rope. Man, he can jump.
That was my favorite part, watching him jump the rope.
Jump
Oh
rope,
my
man.
gosh.
Yeah. You would think that girls are the ones that jump rope real good, but you got a fighter like Roberto Duran and Romeo Acosta. These guys know how to play with that rope and dance all over the place. But he's an amazing young man who has a professional boxing ring in his house. They got the heavy bag. They got like a separate building detached from the home.
Yes, they do.
And it's a nice gym, and he has all the works. His parents believe in him, believe he's going to go places. He won numerous amateur titles. Romeo Acosta, 18 years old, rising star in boxing. Now, going back to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, again, Rich Marotta, I want to take a hat off to you, and Michelle Corrales-Lewis for being the president, doing what you're doing. They're doing great work, making this the Nevada Hall of Fame. I'm on the background there as a retired referee, trying to help push the Nevada Hall of Fame. This is their pet project. I'm there to help push them a little bit. And a lot of fans follow me. I want to make sure they follow the Nevada Hall of Fame. Forget about Joe Cortez. Let's follow the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. They're the ones that we need the attention for. I'll try to get enough messages out there. I want you fans, please come out there to the Boulevard Mall on Maryland Parkway here in Nevada. Is it within the Heads Up Museum? And that you go into Heads Up Museum, it's a trick art museum, and you have all these paintings on the wall that were painted by Jamie Vinsek, who's a great artist. And it's 3D trick art museum, and they walk in there, you can get in front of a painting on the wall, and it looks like, when they take a picture of you, it looks like you're part of that painting.
Oh, it's amazing. I come alive in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anybody, even the painting, people in the painting look like they're alive. I mean, she does a great
Sometimes
job.
they do,
Yeah.
especially when you see the 3D part of it,
I
for
mean,
sure.
and you have escape rooms there, and you can do something. You can spend hours and hours. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in that museum. There's so much to do there.
That's right.
But then when you go into the boxing side, you'll see some of the world champions that are there. We already have Evander Holyfield, Sean Porter, and this kid,
Diego Magdaleno.
Diego Magdaleno. We had DJ Kirill.
He was there the
He's
other
a
day,
mini
yes.
flyweight champion for South Africa. He's an IBF champion. There are so many individuals going to be having. Now, Manny Pacquiao fighting July 20th here in Las Vegas. Now, we're going to have a special event for Manny Pacquiao at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. So we're looking forward to that. I know that place is going to be packed. You better get your tickets early. There'll be hundreds of fans coming in. Manny Pacquiao has a great following.
Speaking of which, the tickets the night of the big event were a different price than they are now. So now you can get your tickets. You can get them online at Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame or headsupvegas.com. And when you go to get your tickets, they're only $20, and they're not even $20, $19.95.
A nickel more, $20.
Yeah. But that's a great deal, especially when you're going to meet someone.
Yeah, you're going to be some of the great champions and spend some time there. It's an interactive museum, so you can put on gloves, you can hit the heavy bag, you can go into the ring and take photos with the champions or myself. I'm there most of the time to just show you around and talk to you about some of the great fights that I refereed throughout the years. So that's going to be a great experience for the fans. So if you're foreigners coming into Vegas, book your tickets online. Make sure that the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, the Maryland Parkway at the Boulevard Mall is a must-stop location because you got to come. You come to Vegas, you got to come to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Part of your experience.
That's it. Part of the experience. I mean, you got gambling, you got the nightclub, you got boxing,
and good food.
Yeah, and good food. Yeah, and at the Hall of Fame, you're going to get a lot of good thrills. You're going to walk away with great memories of what's going on with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, August 9th and the 10th. It's a Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame induction. It's going to be at the Red Rock Hotel here in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great weekend of boxing. You have some fights a couple of days before. Yeah. And, of course, you're going to have the big night. The big night is August 9th and the 10th. And we get all these inductees. You can see some of the best world champions there. Every year you get 20, 30 world champions, ex-champions that show up. And you can go online, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, and see all the names of all the inductees on August 10th. But August 9th and the 10th, two big nights at the Red Rock Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas.
Well, and if people haven't made their plans yet, this is a good time to come either early or stay a day late, just so you can have extra time at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Exactly, but you have to get those tickets right away because they sold out last year. I mean,
they did?
Yeah, they had like 1,400
Wow.
people came in to that event that last night. Make sure you show up for that event. Again, fans, we love you guys. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next week with more about boxing and more Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame and the other surprise guests we'll have on next Tuesday. Take care, keep your guards up at all time, and protect yourselves at all time. And here's the undisputed champ, Dylan.